I'm so excited to talk to you about 72 Hours in the Reading Nook. This is a 72-hour readathon hosted by myself, Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, and Mel from Melanor Reads. This is a 72-hour readathon that comes back with different variations every time, and you spend as much of these 72 hours as you can focusing on reading books picked by 2 different spinner wheels. I think the Reading Nook is going to be a really fun iteration of this readathon. It is a little different than the past versions of this, and it is not genre specific. I'm so excited to always be a part of these 72-hour readathons moving forward with Mel and Cassidy. And also for this round, we will be joined by Monica from A Little Bit of Monica. So the readathon will be taking place starting Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern and running for 72 hours until Sunday, February 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern. So you get a full 72 hours to try to read as much as you can. So like I said earlier, there are 2 wheels, in your comfort zone and out of your comfort zone. You can interpret out of your comfort zone however you want. So if you really only read one genre, but you have specific subgenres that you are not very well versed in, that could count. We don't want you to read books that you think you're going to hate just for the sake of picking the wheel. But recently I have had a lot of fun reading books outside of my comfort zone, and I would really recommend doing it often. But once again, you can still pick books you think you're going to like within genres or subgenres you don't typically read. So the rules. There are the 2 wheels to pick between. Each day you have to pick a wheel, and that is the wheel you spin every time you need to get a new book that day. So Thursday you could pick out of your comfort zone, and then Friday you could pick out of your comfort zone again, and then Saturday you want to switch to books in your comfort zone, and that is totally fine as long as you are spinning the same wheel each day. You do get 3 respins for the readathon, so if there's a prompt that you really don't want to get, then that is totally fine. And if you land on it, you can respin. If you get 2 prompts in a row, you can respin and it will not count as one of your 3 respins. This could happen in 2 different scenarios. One, if you decide to use a respin and you happen to get the same thing again, you wouldn't have to use 2 respins to get something different. And also, if you have just read for a prompt and you spin and you get the same exact one and you don't want it, you can respin again for that as well and not count it as one of your 3 respins. So on the 2 wheels, there are 10 prompts. There are the same prompts for each wheel, but obviously one you would be picking books in your comfort zone and the other you would be picking books out of your comfort zone. I think it's really fun to have the same prompts on each wheel because they can lead to such different books, and also each prompt on the wheel has a pair to it. So the prompts, there is to read a book by an author you have read from before, to read a book by an author you have not read from before, a book under 300 pages, a book over 300 pages, your most used format. So if you primarily read physical books, you would read a book with an audiobook. So for this, it could be audiobooks, ebooks, physical books. Graphic novels and manga are a different format of reading, so those count. Next is to read a book with your least used format. Read a book that a friend recommends. This could be a booktuber or a bookstagrammer or book talker loving a book and recommending it. It could be somebody in our Discord that is recommending books, and it could be a book that a friend personally recommended to you. Next, we have a wild card space, a free space so you can read whatever you want. It just has to still be in your comfort zone or out of your comfort zone. A TBR vet, so this is a book that has been on your TBR for a while. This is subjective, do whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be your physical TBR, it could just be a book that you have been wanting to read. And this could vary on the different wheels for you. So in your comfort zone, you might have books that have been on your TBR for 10 years, and out of your comfort zone, you may have had a book that has been on your TBR for 3 months, but you just started reading that genre, so it's been a while still. So this is very subjective. There's not a cutoff date. Do what you think makes sense for you. And the last prompt is to read a new release. So this is a book that was published in 2023 or 2024. So those are the 10 prompts. They are the same prompts on both wheels. I'm really excited because I'm going to set up a couple different really cozy feeling spaces in my house for this. I'm obviously going to have it set up here, and I have a couple other things that I'm thinking about doing. So make sure you are in our Discord, one, so you can just chat with everybody and get reading sprints reminders, but also you can use this as a place to get recommendations, to give recommendations, to see what everybody else is reading. So you definitely want to be there. That's linked in the description. Kickoff sprints will be on Cassidy's channel on Thursday the 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern. We will have reading sprints throughout these 72 hours as much as possible. They will be hosted on all 4 of our channels, so make sure you're subscribed, everybody, so you don't miss any of the reading sprints. We also do have merch for the readathon. We have 2 bookmarks that are available. They say I can't read without sprints, and they are double-sided. So one bookmark is pink on one side and green on the other, and the other bookmark is purple on one side and blue on the other. I love these bookmarks. I think they're so fun. The Etsy link is in the description for you. If you get both of them, there is a bundle discount, and also if you are in either my Patreon, Mel, or Cassidy's Patreons, all of us have tiers that get discounts on readathon merch. So that's everything for the readathon. We will be spending our 72 hours in the reading nook. We have our 2 wheels, tons of reading sprints, bookmarks. I cannot wait for this readathon. I think it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to hang out with everybody. I really hope you participate. I think it's going to be the best time. Make sure you subscribe to everybody. If you've made it to the end and want to leave me an emoji to say you were here, you can leave me any sort of cozy emoji. This could be a blanket, a pillow, I don't know if either of those exist, a cup of coffee, a book. Also, if you are planning on participating, I'd love to know which wheel you are planning on primarily spinning. Just a reminder to subscribe to everybody so you don't miss sprints, join our Discord, and bookmarks are linked in the description. If you're looking to find me in other places on the internet, everything is linked in the description, including my Bookstagram, my Storygraph, and my Patreon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!